What's going on, guys? My name is Kareem Juma.
My name's Amish Shaker.
And welcome to another episode of Redline Auto Show. Guys, I just happened to be in the area. I was driving by and I thought, let me stop by, say hi to Amit. And as I'm entering, I see a lifted JL soft top. And I'm like, you know what?
Nice.
We gotta make a video. So let's tell you all about it. So if you've seen our previous videos about the lifted JLs that Hayes Chrysler makes here, we'll link some of those videos in the description below. These are similar vehicles, just like this one. This one has the BFG KO2 Goodrich tires on there with the MOPAR 2-inch factory lift kit, and it has the accents to tell you that it's a sport JL with the soft top on there. I mean, this is classic Jeep here, lifting it, putting rims and tires, and having a soft top. A lot of people enjoy having a soft top on a Wrangler.
Alright guys, so like Kareem was saying, the 2-inch MOPAR lift kit has no parallel currently. There are some aftermarket lift kits already out there because you know the Wrangler is the most customizable vehicle, but nothing beats the 2-inch MOPAR lift kit, and that's what we've used again over here. Like the last time you saw, that was a granite color Sahara that we had lifted and put the same BFG KO2 37-inch tires on there. But this one's a sport, so the sport is the lower of the trim level, or the standard version. The Sahara is the more luxurious, comes with the body colored fenders, but these are black, as you can see. The reason being that it's a sport. The other thing, a lot of people prefer, even on the Rubicons, people like the blacked out plastic fenders, is because, you know, if you happen to go in the woods and get scratched up, this will not show. If it is painted, it shows scratches. So a lot of people prefer the plastic fenders, and they're very easy and cheap to replace. This is a sport, but then again, you got the push button start. This one's equipped with the remote start, which is an option on the sport these days. So you could get a sport, doesn't have to be really stripped down. You could get a well-equipped sport. And like Kareem said, this one's got the premium soft top, and on the inside, fabric seats. Now, I'd like to say something about fabric seats and Jeep Wranglers. I think, personally, the fabric seats is a better fit for the Jeep Wrangler because, believe it or not, guys, recently, one of my colleagues over here, he has a JK Badass lifted. He had a hardtop. He sold his hardtop to a friend because he wanted to get the Trek Top NX, the soft top, but the problem was, you know, there was some shipping delays or some reason, so he did not get the soft top. He had the Sahara with the leather seats, and it rained on him, so, you know, that kind of got the leather kind of, you know, a little wrinkly and stuff. That doesn't happen if you had the fabric seats, because as you know, these are all marine grade, so I think the fabric seats hold up better to weather. Again, on the inside, this one's got the 7-inch Uconnect system. So the 7-inch is basically 4C, where the only thing you're missing out is the nav, but you got the Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. This one's also equipped with the heated seats for driver and passenger, as you can see, and all the other regular stuff. It's also got heated steering wheel. What we do is I quickly just take the top down and we take it for a spin. We won't do a time lapse or anything. We just do it on a you know, on a regular video, just so you know how long it takes to put the top down real time. Alright guys, so we start with you know, of course, get the back out. I'm going all the way down. There's of course the Sunrider function, which is just flip it open, flip it closed. But you know, I like to do it all the way. So just getting the back portion off.
It is such a pretty day and the perfect timing to take off the top of a Jeep and just ride around. This is what Jeeps are meant for.
Let's get the music going.
Let's do it. You can really hear that bass.
You ready?
Let's do it. With this being a vehicle with the 2-inch lift and beefy tires, does it feel like it's still a regular JL?
Yeah, man. The MOPAR lift kit, it really doesn't feel any different. If you remember, we took the Silver Sahara with the same lift kit,
Right.
But they had 35s, but it doesn't matter. And it was a rainy day when we took it out to Caffeine and Octane last month, and I drove it on the freeway, 70 miles an hour. Absolutely no difference between a stock Jeep JL and the lift kit. Basically, this is a suspension. This is a regular suspension lift kit, which means there's control arms, springs, and again we have a video on that one. So it's not like a spacer which is just lifting or adding a spacer on top of the existing coil spring. So I mean, MOPAR, they've done a good job with this lift kit. The shocks, it just is an awesome addition, I think. Doesn't change anything at all. I mean, as you can see, it's got the 37s, and I took my hands off the steering wheel. We're doing about 50 miles an hour. There's absolutely no vibrations or any such, unusual kind of movements in the steering. It's absolutely steady. I'm just trying to control it here because as you can see, we're going 70 miles, 60 miles an hour probably. I'll try and get it up to speed here and show you all. There's absolutely nothing. Even if you go up to about 70 miles an hour, and it is a windy day, as you can see, but there's nothing. It's absolutely steady. There's absolutely no problems. It feels really good. It just feels like it should be. And that's the good thing about the JL. I've looked up on a lot of Facebook pages, on the forums and stuff like that. People are getting 25, 28 miles to a gallon on the freeway, man. This is for a Wrangler. I think it's fantastic. I just can't wait for the 2-liter turbo to check it out, see what that does. But the 3.6 and the 8-speed, they just mated so well. It's like almost a mate for each other. But again, for other features about the dash and about the Uconnect and all that, we have videos on our channel that we go in detail into. But this is just one that I wanted to, just because Kareem said, come, let's make a video. And I was like, okay, let's just do it. Because
Let's do it.
yeah, there've been so many videos. But as you can see, this is the Sport, which is the base trim. Like I said, it is the S package. So you got the power windows, power door locks and all that. But it also has the options of the 7-inch, and it's got the heated seat cluster. As you can see, the dash, in the previous JKs, it was very plain when you went to, any of them actually. But this one, even if it's a Sport and it's not the most expensive one, you still get this painted finish. Now the painted finish is really nice over here, is because this is easy to customize. As you guys might know from my other videos, I do like custom graphics and vinyl wraps and stuff like that. And this trim piece can be wrapped with vinyl very simply. It's a DIY thing. You don't have to go professional. Just buy some vinyl off, online, and you can wrap it to customize if you wanted to match it to the paint color, body color, any such stuff. You want to put some decals, all that kind of stuff. So I really like this fact that this is painted, which gives us a lot more customizing options. And I don't know, you Jeep guys, the reason you're watching this is because you love Jeeps. Jeep came out with these concepts, the Moab concepts for 2018. They're fantastic looking vehicles, man. They have an unlimited budget, of course, so they can do what they want. But in one of them, the red one, they have painted or wrapped whatever this trim to match the whole custom look, and it's very easily achievable with this. I just want to point that out. Of course, all the other good stuff, but it's a pretty day, man. Today is lovely. It's the best day. That's the thing with the soft top. In Georgia, it's been crazy the last, a few months actually. It suddenly starts to rain, it's cold, it's hot, it's all over the place. But if you have the soft top, and if it happened to start to rain on us, we just, probably take you a couple of minutes to put it all back together and you're good to go. And as you can see, we have the windows up, but it's quiet in here. You can listen to me talking. It's not too loud. Like, usually the soft tops with the top down, it's difficult to even have a conversation. But this one, there's no problems at all.
Cruising gift shop, checking out Chiquitas down by.
One thing I would like to mention on is Amit was talking about the 2-liter Jeep Wrangler JL coming out this year. I feel like, when that vehicle comes out and that engine option comes out, it'll be a more convincing engine option for consumers to purchase, look at, even drive. It's supposed to be faster, more gas efficient. I personally,
it's supposed to be? It's the same numbers. The numbers are very close in terms of horsepower and torque. But I think I'm waiting on a Cherokee, a Jeep Cherokee.
Right.
It's going to have the same motor. I'm waiting for one to come in,
2019.
so we can, get a feel of it. I think what Jeep's doing is they're putting those motors out first in the Jeep Cherokee and see how it goes. It's not a brand new motor. It is a motor that Fiat's had for some time, and probably that's the plan. I don't know. I'm just guessing over here. But once it's out in the Cherokee and it's all good, they probably start putting out the Wranglers with the 2-liter. But it should be a good combination, because the 3.6 is giving such great mileage and performance. The 2-liter definitely turbocharged should be more efficient, and the power numbers are interesting. But like I said, we just still waiting to get our hands on one. Another thing we're waiting to get our hands on one is a 2-door. We haven't got one. We did see that at the Atlanta Auto Show.
Yep.
It looks good, but as soon as we have one on the lot, we'll do a video on that and just see how that is different from the 4-door. But yeah, man, we've been selling, like you guys know, the JLs have been flying off the lot. We've been
like hotcakes.
Crazy. These lifted ones are just so nice. The lifted Wranglers, buying it from a dealership, I've been selling these for quite some time now. There are a couple of reasons why people prefer to do it this way. One being that they don't have to worry about warranties and aftermarket and whether it's covered or not. So they have that peace of mind just because they bought it from a dealership, and they make sure that we do make sure that it's all authentic and covered by warranties. Second reason is that either which ways, whether you go and get it done from a shop outside or you get it done from the dealership, it's going to cost you money, maybe $5,000-$6,000, simply because just the wheels and tires is about $2,600-$2,800, just depending on which ones you pick. So there's a budget involved, about $5-6 grand on the leased side to put 37s on there, and then somebody has to come up with this out of pocket. But whereas if you buy it from the dealership, you just throw it into the financing, and it ends up being probably $100 in payment, maybe $200. but you don't have to worry about it. Just pay it on a monthly basis, and you drive off the lot in a Jeep that you desire, and there's no working around and trying to find out what you want to do and stuff like that. So what you see is what you get, kind of a deal. And those are the two major reasons. But there are a lot of DIYers out there who like to buy just a base Jeep and then build it themselves, and we do have those too. So I just want to throw it out there and tell you why we do these lifted Jeeps. Is because people want them. They just don't want to mess with it. Just drive off the lot and they know this is what it is and this is how it looks. So that's that. We're almost back. We just want to make a quick spin around, drive it around. What we're going to do now is I'll just park and we'll do another real-time video, just putting the top back up, so that way you get to know how long it takes to put the top back up.
When Amit was taking the top off, guys, it took exactly 1 minute and 46 seconds to take the top off and remove this top, put it backwards. For a Jeep Wrangler in general, that is pretty impressive, guys, to be able to do that type of function in that quick time. I mean, what else can you ask for? On the JK, I'm pretty sure it took at least double the time, if not triple. You own a JK, so you might have more experience in that. How long does it usually take to take off one of those soft tops?
If you know what you're doing, it's kind of similar. The problem is that a lot of people get mixed up with the steps, and they might do one thing before the other, and that kind of gets stuff confused, and it might take longer. But if you know the steps, it's not very different. Probably 2 minutes, under 2 minutes, 3 minutes max. If you do know what you're doing.
Exactly.
If you don't, then it could take forever and you'll never get it off. So
Yeah.
they took out that guessing part, is what they took out with the JL. So time-wise, if you know what you're doing, it could take the same time, but there was too much of guessing and too many things to learn step-wise in the JK. In the JL, they took all the guessing off and just made it simple. Just do this, and it's off. You can't. There's not too many opportunities to make a mistake. That's what they changed here.
And that's one of the many things we appreciate about the Jeep Wrangler JL.
Alright guys, it was a lovely ride. I wish I could keep doing this all day long, but as you know, car salesmen spend a lot of time in the dealership, and that's what I'm going to do, try and get some car sales. But let me quickly put this back together for you. Let's start off from the back. Again, just slide it forward. Now the reason I have to do this is because I'm not as tall. But if you're tall enough, you could just not have to climb up. And this is of course lifted, so it's another 2 inches.
True. And you don't have steps.
Right. It is a sport, so it doesn't come with steps. The reason we didn't put one on there is because we want to let the customer choose what kind of steps he wanted. Because it doesn't have the factory steps, so it's basically there's no point in somebody want a broader step, or somebody wants a kind of a rock slider kind of a deal, or whatever. We let the customer choose.
Gotta say, this is pretty quick.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I bet it would take a little longer if it was raining, pouring hard outside, but I'm glad it's sunny.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day. That's why when Kareem told me let's do this, I was like, yeah, let's do it, because It is a beautiful day. And
Great weather.
All right. Still getting used to this guy, so bear with me.
There we go.
Done in the back end, and all we got to do is latch up the front, and we're good to go.
Same
Then
on the other side.
That's it. So as you can see, I didn't try to race or something. I just did it on my regular pace. Again, this is probably the 4th time I'm doing it, and you know, the more you do it, the more you get easy with it. And this is brand new too, so the top's a little tighter and stuff. But yep, that's it. We got it down, got it up, took it for a spin. That's how long it takes, guys. So I just love the soft top. The hard top's nice to have in terms of probably security would be my major concern. So if you park your Jeep somewhere that it's not safe, but anything can be broken into, but the soft top just makes it so much more fun.
Guys, Amit and I give a special thanks to Hayes Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Lawrenceville for constantly providing us lifted JLs, lifted Rams, all these beautiful trucks, vehicles, JLs, Wranglers, whatever we show you guys to put on this channel for you guys. All thanks goes to them, so check it out. Their link will be in the description below. If you want to see any lifted custom vehicles, check them out. If you enjoyed this video and you like watching it, hit the like button down there. Subscribe here if you're already not subscribed. Here's our latest video. Until next time, he's back.